Into the Past, Chapter 62, Related Warriors. Microbiologist's Curiosity. Back at the presidential lab, soldier lab techs and microbiologists are working with the information that has brought from the Empress's homeworld. Although the search has been difficult to understand, one thing is definite: they have a combination structure of DNA as well as a solution in the vial. They have been running tests on what the water has. First Lady says, "Okay, people, I want answers. Give them to me what you have so far." Soldier Lab Tech says, "We have DNA structures that are off the charts from the water they use." Soldier Microbiologist says, "Not to mention these eggs are incredible with DNA from similar creatures we have here on Earth, but..." First Lady says, "But, come on now, don't be hesitant. I need those progress reports updated frequently as you discover something or not. I want it written down verbatim." Soldier Microbiologist says, "They also have human-like structures as well." First Lady says, "I understand they will have similar DNA structures according to the president." The microbiologist is taking sample from the bigger egg, then something different happens after the president's wife says her piece. First Lady says, "No one is leaving home until we get something we know and understand, if we need this to our advantage." Afterwards, the eggs start to move and are growing very rapidly. Soldier Microbiologist says, "Ma'am?" First Lady says, "What is it?" She turns, then next thing she knows, the eggs grew about 8 feet high and are cracking. The mother of her young comes out first by a shrieking-like sound. Soldier Microbiologist says, "Ma'am, you need to take cover this way." She drops the vial on the creature's feet that she had for analyzing it herself, which didn't break. Everybody is covering their ears. Some of the people were less fortunate. Their heads explode by the high-pitched sounds. Their children come forth from their coverings as well. First Lady's noticing while covering her ears that the bigger creature has what appears a hammerhead and squid-like hands, only shorter and not as long for tentacles. Children look nothing like her. One of them has a giant squid for a head and what looks like arachnid eyes. The others are still growing out from their coverings. The mother takes the sample of their solution and sees and smells the earthly waters. She throws the vial in the fully tempered tank. The vial is turning water into a very clear dark blue, which purified it. Her young goes towards the tempered tank and disappears. The mother follows, and we only see her for the moment. She uncovers her ears and looks around. She notices everything's a mess. What's left of everybody else, they uncover their ears. Soldier Lab Tech says, "Ma'am, do we continue after we clean up?" First Lady says, "Affirmative." They begin to clean up the mess. She decides to be brave and goes up on the ladder all the way to the top and took a sample of the new purified water. She gets down quickly. First Lady says, "You over there." She points to the remaining microbiologists. First Lady says, "Give me a progress report on this matter while I get myself organized." She leaves outside the door and takes in a deep breath and exhales slowly, and being grateful to be alive and what's to come next. It's Into the Past, Chapter 63, Related Warriors. Take down of Red Shadow Military. While Red Shadow and Shadow Angel are preparing for anything, at least for the most part, the Red Dragon military are preparing themselves around the perimeter. Their leader goes in the entrance, first announcing himself by shooting in the ceiling. The concubines get scared and ready themselves for the situation. Red Dragon military leader says, "I want the Related Warriors." He's shooting in the air, making his presence known. Of course, they hear the commotion. They go to the source. Red Shadow military says, "Fuck, they started without us. How typical." Shadow Angel Adez says, "We need to get Master Sister away from here as possible. Deal with them quickly. I'll try to hurry. This looks too easy." Red Shadow military says, "I'll take care of the ones that are around in my way." Red Shadow pulls out his swords and leaves one behind in his Master Sister's secret place of hiding, just in case she needed it. Shadow Angel takes out her share of the military bad guys with her sword web. Blue Wolf and Dragon Stars enter and don't see them yet. Shadow Angel comes from the back after evacuating everybody else out of the building. The wolves are released. The Red Dragon military leader is distracted from Dragonstar away from the area so that Blue Wolf can concentrate without being discovered. The wolves are getting closer to Red Shadow. The associates of the Red Dragon regime meet up with him, and Red Shadow deals with them accordingly. Then all of a sudden, Shadow Angel comes within view of Red Shadow while he is taking care of the others. The wolves decide to tear through everything as their scents get stronger. Both warriors hear the destruction coming from somewhere. Shadow Angel sees Red Shadow in front of her. Shadow Angel of Death says, "Red, get close to me quickly." The wolves bust through the walls from behind Shadow Angel, and she goes flying across the room. Blue Wolf comes through with a much larger wolf. From behind, the smaller versions attack Red Shadow. One wolf each have a lockjaw on each arm, while the other comes from behind, sprints, and rolls itself in midair and hits him hard on the back of his head. He falls downward. His last word, Red Shadow military says, "Angel!" She turns and sees what happened getting over the witnessed animals in their training. Shadow Angel of Death says, "Red!" Blue Wolf Haze Moonstar says, "Don't worry yourself. Got plenty for you also." Shadow Angel of Death says, "Come and get some, Fleabag." Blue Wolf Haze Moonstar says, "Fleabag? Oh, hell nah." The wolves turn their attention towards her direction. She opens her gauntlet, quickly activates her Shadow Tactic release. Then more of the Red Dragon militants come busting through what's left, while the concubines hold their own with the Red Dragon military. Her armor turns into a black transparent shadow with a surprising feature of her own. She blurs and leaves behind shadows around and what also looks like wings behind her and a skull-like face. She blurs out Red Dragon soldiers with ease. One thing is, she's livid and trying really hard to get Red Shadow back. The Wolverian is gone with Red Shadow. She didn't understand. She felt she was too slow to get him back. She searches the building by her mass features by scanning the entire building in all directions, top to bottom. Nothing. She steps outside. The limo leaves. She chases the limo from the floating car traffic in hopes to get her cousin back. Everybody sees her jump on different vehicles, small and large. A few cars here and there lose control of their driving. Limo driver says, "Sir, we have company from behind." Red Dragon military leader says, "Get rid of her now." The car turns in another direction. She's blurring her way through traffic. While everyone sees her shadows left behind, which looks as though she was in slow motion, and you witness how the shadows disappear, moving the same way of the directions to her goal. Blue Wolf Haze Moonstar says, "Can't this piece of shit you call a ride go any faster?" Dragonstar Cloud says, "I have secured this gloved test subject." He contacts Nightmare. He waits until she picks up. Eternal Nightmare says, "This better be good news." Dragonstar Cloud says, "It is. I have one of them. Give me the location quickly." Roulette Soldier says, "Good. I'm giving you the location to your communication device about now." As he gets the message where it is, he gives the location to a limo driver. The driver knows where it is and is still trying to lose their follower from behind. Red Dragon military leader says, "This is pissing me off. I want my fortune." He pulls out his machine gun and goes upward from the sunroof and lets her have it. She dodges them along the way, still jumping car to car with shadows left behind with the slowed motion look to their positioned goal. Dragonstar Cloud says, "We're almost close, Blue Wolf. Release them to stall." Blue Wolf pulls the leader back in the limo and tells them, Blue Wolf Haze Moonstar says, "This is how I roll with the situation." He comes out through the sunroof of the limo, snaps his fingers on his left side. Suddenly the sky became dark. A bluish-purple haze surrounds the ground and part of the sky. A moon shines through from his armor. Golden wolves move and begin howling upwards at the golden moon. He snaps his right fingers towards the sky. You see what looks like a meteor shower is coming down very fast, and wolves appear from above as they land on different vehicles. Some of them are heavier, and the weight of them moves the floating cars slightly downwards. Now reminds Shadow Angel of stepping stones of different elevations. They attack her with the utmost fierceness and much bigger than before. They leave the area and he goes back in the limo. Blue Wolf Hayes Musar says, "That's how I do my job." Red Dragon military leader says, "Interesting, yet well played. I want you as my best associate." Dragonstar Cloud says, "He's my right hand for a reason." Red Dragon military leader says, "You didn't tell me he was different. What kind of magic is it? I want something similar myself. How do I attain the secret?" Dragonstar Cloud says, "All in due time." They are entering the garage part of the airport. A secret underground ramp opens, and in they go.